Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Betty Rose, and I am a representative of the Tower Garden and Juice Plus. The people that I've met on here have I met them at the Richmond Expo Center. And I just wanted to, we're going to watch a couple of videos today. And I wanted to explain a little bit about my story. I was going to share that a little bit with you guys. I shared some at the event. Um, I started with the company in 2021, but my story goes back to 2013 when I was diagnosed with cancer the first time, and then I was diagnosed again in 2019. So I had a reoccurring breast cancer in 2019. And a friend of mine that goes to a local knit shop here in town sort of introduced me to Juice Plus, and she said, you really should be taking this. And I, I at the time really didn't want to add any more supplements to what I was taking. I didn't want to really do anything because at that point I was undergoing a type of chemo, which was a pill. Plus, I had injections and all kinds of things going on. And so I decided though, since she told me it's food, it's something that will feed your body during your treatments, I decided to try it. So I got onto Juice Plus, and I was doing okay with it, but I was not really, I kind of would go on and go off. And so one day I was looking at her. She had shown these towers on Facebook, and I was very intrigued with them. And I said, "Well, what are you doing exactly?" And my friend said, "Well, this is part of Juice Plus." At the time it was. And the towers were fascinating to me because we always had a small garden. But I never really thought about vertical gardening. Like it was just a new concept for me. And I talked to my husband, and he was like, "That sounds really cool." So I ordered one. And I didn't realize that when I ordered it, that it was gonna go really well. And I put pictures on Facebook, and people started saying, "What is this? I want one of these." So my friend said, if you don't, join the business and sell it to them, I will. And I said, "Well, okay." And so I kind of got into the business that way via Tower Garden. And then I also realized that as a part of the company, I really needed to be a product of the product, and I needed to get back on Juice Plus. And so the interesting thing about that was my oncologist was just blown away. Like he said, because I'm on this study with these other women that have reoccurring breast cancer, it's not metastatic, but it's reoccurring, that my scans and my blood work and everything was just the best, better than these other women. And so he loves it. He thinks it's great. And I'm glad that he's okay with me taking natural stuff as well, because I think that's important to be able to do that along with your treatments. So, but I really, got involved with the towers, and I love this company. But what I wanted to do is, I know you guys are very interested in both. And what I would like to do is to show a video. I'm going to show a portion of this video, and then I'm going to cut it off because it's a long video, and I'll send you the actual one. But for this recording, I'm just going to cut a portion of it off. Then we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then we'll go to the Juice Plus video because I really would like to share that, and that's a shorter video. So let me go ahead and share. See, Michelina, do I need to share, push the share button? Okay,
You can go ahead and share screen and then pull up
got it.
your
Okay,
video.
so we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do this video first for the tower. And there's 10 bucks right here. Okay, here we go.
Hey, everybody, this is Tim Blank. I'm co-founder and chief technology officer for the Tower Garden Company. I'd love to welcome all my friends across Canada and around the world to this extraordinary virtual conference. Today, I'm visiting one of my favorite tower farms where they're growing a wide range of extraordinary produce.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a full screen here.
You might have to say no.
Just look at some of this beautiful produce. We have some bib lettuce and some multicolored chard. You can grow so many amazing crops on the tower garden. There's some beautiful Granny Blank spearmint, young rosemary, thyme, strawberries come up, and wow, everything from a head of a lettuce to a beautiful beefsteak tomato to these awesome red peppers you see right there. Absolutely incredible. And over on this side, we've got some oregano and green onions. There's some more oregano. Look at all these crops. Celery. Over here, we have some beautiful green baby kale, and this is actually a multicolored, multi-textured kale. We even have some cilantro over here, one of my favorites up there. Thai basil. The chefs use these flowers to garnish gourmet dishes, and of course, the leaves are used like regular basil. Here's some bib lettuce. It's a little bit older, some green leaf lettuce, and oh my gosh, one of my favorites, purple choy. All these crops in here are growing using up to 98% less water on 90% less land and absolutely no harmful chemicals. And right over there, they're harvesting produce, and it goes about 50 feet over to the farmer's market they have on site here. And for all the produce that is not sold at the farmer's market here, it's delivered to restaurants and grocery stores within a 10-mile radius. Now think about the positive impact that has on planet Earth. The power of tower garden and vertical aeroponic growing is extraordinary. These gardens don't require bending, weeding, and tilling, and you don't wait a whole season to get a crop. In fact, all these crops I just showed you, from transplant to harvest, is only 2 to 4 weeks. And this extraordinary farming technology is scaled perfectly for indoor growing for residential homeowners. So next, I'm going to walk inside and show you some amazing tower gardens with state-of-the-art LED grow lights that are perfect for growing indoors during that long, cold Canadian winter. Now think about what I just said. When everyone else's garden is shut down and frozen, your garden indoors is growing these perfect, beautiful, healthy crops. Think of how many friends you're going to make at home this winter. All right, I'm standing indoors next to our beautiful tower gardens called our Tower Garden Home. Now, these are perfect for indoor growing because they use the same great technology that you saw out in the commercial production greenhouse, but it sits on a little bit smaller base. The base of this tower garden is only 24 inches wide, so it's perfect for replacing an end table, a vase, or a chair, something you have sitting in a corner. It tucks into a room very well. But believe it or not, on that 24-inch footprint, we're packing a whopping 32 plant sites. So take a look. Down the lower level, we have 16 large space plant sites. And up above here, we have 16 baby green plant sites. And I'll talk to you in a little bit more in this presentation on what we plant there and how we use those plant sites. Let's talk about some of the other cool features. These LED lights are full spectrum, meaning they have everything that the plants need for good photosynthesis, which helps them grow quickly. So these are low wattage, but highly powerful LED lights. They're rated for 50,000 hours, so they're going to last a long time. And let's take a look at the base, some other really cool features. We have these really cool wheels built right into the tower garden. So if you want to, let's say you have this in a room next to your kitchen and you want to roll it right into your kitchen to do some cooking, you can do that. I love keeping my tower gardens next to the kitchen. And then right here is the access port lid to the reservoir. So let's take a look inside. Inside that reservoir is a low wattage submersible pump. Now that's going to turn on for 5 minutes every 40 minutes. And this tower comes with this little timer over here on the wall, and it's pre-programmed for you. You don't have to do any work. Now, when that pump turns on, it's going to take water mixed with some very potent, powerful nutrients. They provide everything that the plant needs to grow. They also provide a lot of important things that are good for human nutrition. Now, when that pump turns on, it's going to pump water up the center of this tower, and it's going to flow right into the shower cap that sits below this. And then for 5 minutes, it's going to rain down on the roots of those plants. That's the power of aeroponic growing. We're providing maximum amounts of water, nutrition, and air, and that helps these plants grow super fast. And you know what else is cool when we're growing indoors? The Tower Garden home has this little reservoir water level indicator. So as your water level drops, this indicator goes down. When it gets down to about halfway, we're just going to add 5 gallons of water, and it pops right back up. So there's a lot of very nice features that come with your Tower Garden home. And again, we can grow beautiful, clean, pesticide-free food all winter long. You know, people always ask me, Tim, what do you love to plant in your Tower Garden? What is your family like? What are your kids like? Well, we have a few Tower Gardens. We have Tower Garden Flex Outdoors when the season is right. And of course, we have Tower Garden Home Indoors year round. So I love having a theme. I love having a Tower Garden with a purpose. If I align it with our healthy living lifestyle, I guarantee I'm going to be harvesting off these towers a couple times a day. So for example, right over here, I have a salad tower on that Tower Garden home. That was recently transplanted. And down below, in those 16 large plant sites, I have butterhead lettuce, green lettuce, red leaf lettuce. And then up in the baby green area, I have all those wonderful salad toppings: spinach, green onion, basil, parsley, missing a few there, kale, dill. So lots of things that I love using as salad toppings. And by the way, a lot of those herbs I have planted up top there, I can also use in many of the cooking recipes that we use at home. Now over here, I have a juicing tower. Now our family does a smoothie or juicing every single day. It's the first thing our girls start their morning with. And so down below, we've got some beautiful Toscano kale, some multicolored chard, some of that beautiful celery there. Look at that. Wow, I can smell that celery just moving it around. And then we have the other things that we like cooking with up here. And I'll tell you, I've got some basil back here, and wow. I mean, you just touch you can, the potency is so incredible, and you can smell the nutrition. So now, let's say you're just starting off with one Tower Garden home. I'm talking to many people out there I know that have a couple, but let's say you just have one. You could literally have half of it for salads and half of it for juicing. In fact, if you wanted, you could literally plant 32 different plants on there, because our extraordinary aeroponic Tower Garden mineral blend is a one size fits all. Again, you can grow everything from a beautiful head of lettuce to that basil plant, to the pepper, to the beef steak tomato. So that's a very powerful thing. All right, well, next I'd like to move into my presentation and share a few more important things with you about the Tower Garden home.
Okay, so let me go back here and find, let's see, sharing. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about all that. I could not get it to go full screen. It was the weirdest thing. So did anyone have any questions about the Tower Garden before we go on to another video? Nope. Okay, I just want to make sure. So I've also posted over here in the chat, and everybody got my QR code and they got my email or my website. So in order to order a tower, you'll want to click on that. I can't prepare a card or anything like that. They've changed the way we do things. It's super easy. It takes just one click. You can also, if you want to have a payment plan, you go on there and you click in. It does a soft pull on your credit if you want to do that. And then it'll let you know what you qualify for. And it can go up to like 12 months with a tiny bit of interest that's included in that. But everybody, everything is very affordable when they have the payment plan. So it's up to you on how you want to handle that. Just remember that you're going to need the lights if you grow inside. So now I'd like to share a little bit about Juice Plus. Let's see how this, let's see, I'll share again. Share my screen. Okay. And then I'm going to go to Juice Plus, and this is a very short video. It's not long. Let's see, Juice Plus partner, Juice Plus. Sorry. This, right? Let's see if it will let me do it.
When it comes to our health and well-being, diet plays a major role, and fruits and vegetables are an important part of our diets, providing key vitamins and other plant nutrients that our bodies need to be at our best. We all know we need to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, and we need to eat a wide variety too. But for most of us, even on our best days, it's hard to do that. And that's where Juice Plus comes in. Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, and berry blend capsules are made from 30 different fruits and vegetables with selected vitamins and other plant ingredients. They help us bridge the gap between what we should eat and what we actually do eat every day. We harvest the produce at just the right time to ensure the nutrition is at its peak. Freeze the produce to ensure we don't lose any valuable nutrients, and then pulverize everything, peels and all where possible, to harvest the greatest amount of nutrients.
We dry the pulverized pulp into powders at carefully controlled temperatures to protect the nutrients from damage, and then combine those powders with selected vitamins and other plant ingredients such as lemon peel, all delivered to you in plant-based capsules.
And we do all of this at state-of-the-art freezing, drying, blending, and manufacturing facilities. Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, and berry blend capsules check all the boxes. They're plant-based, they're vegan, even the capsules themselves. They're certified non-GMO, they're gluten-free, and they're third-party NSF certified, independently confirming that what's on the label is really in the product. Juice Plus has been studied for over 25 years at prestigious universities and research centers around the world.
More than 40 peer-reviewed papers have been published in leading scientific journals, making Juice Plus capsules the most researched nutritional product of its kind ever.
And get this, if you're a parent or a grandparent or even an aunt or uncle, you can get Juice Plus fruit, vegetable blend capsules, or chewables free for a child by enrolling in our Healthy Starts for Families program. This is our way to get Juice Plus into the hands of more families and encourage healthier eating habits for the next generation.
Juice Plus also offers several other whole food plant-based supplements and foods. Juice Plus soft chewables provide the same fruit, vegetables, and berry juice powders as Juice Plus capsules in tasty gummy form.
Juice Plus Omega Blend is a 100% plant-based omega. We bypass the middle fish and go straight to the fish's source, the algae. Juice Plus Complete shakes mixes are not your average smoothie. We all know we need to eat more healthily, but there isn't always time. Our complete shakes are a tasty and easy way to add extra protein and other plant-empowered ingredients to your day.
And our Juice Plus Complete bars are a portable way to add plant-based protein and other nutrition to your day.
Last but not least, there's Tower Garden by Juice Plus, a vertical aeroponic home-growing system that lets you grow your own fresh fruits and vegetables year-round, indoors or out. We're proud that our Juice Plus products have been that one simple change that's helped jumpstart thousands of people to better diets and better health. We bet they could do the same for you.
All right. Stop sharing. There we go. I love that video. That just explains everything. The one thing, the bars are actually being discontinued, and they are still on sale though on the website. So if you want to try them, I encourage you to try them. my favorite are the honey and the cherry ones. So let's go ahead and unmute and see if anybody's does anybody have anything they want to discuss? Michelina, did you want to talk a little bit about your experience with the towers and everything and how you got into Juice Plus and Tower Garden?
Sure. Yeah, I'll be happy to share my story. But I don't know if anyone else did. What questions does anyone have, or
I don't have any.
curiosity about anything you've heard? What do you like best about what you heard? Curious to know that.
Yeah.
What resonated? Anything
No.
that stood out?
I
Okay.
like hearing about the Juice Plus and like all the benefits that you'll get just by, not the benefits, but the vitamins and all the fruits that you'll get just by taking them. And it's
Sure.
not just like
Yeah.
a fake vitamin full of extra stuff.
Right. No, that's a good point, Linda. Yes, I'll be happy to talk a little bit about that. So I started taking Juice Plus over 11 years ago now. And what I loved about it is that it's food. You know, there's not a whole lot of, this is not a fad. That's kind of what I loved about it, was that it's just very simple and straightforward. It's approximately 30 whole foods, fresh fruits and veggies. When they're at peak ripeness, they get picked from the vine, and then they get crushed and dried, as you saw in the video. So we're not talking about a vitamin. This is actually whole food. And you can, I don't know if you can see the label, but it says nutrition facts. That's how you know you're dealing with food. If it was a vitamin, it would say supplement facts. So this is the same kind of label you would see on like a bag of broccoli or any kind of real food. So I started taking it 11 years ago because I was diagnosed with something called osteopenia. For anyone who is familiar with maybe osteoporosis, it's something that usually, strikes women and men too, but mostly women, but much later than, I was 41 at the time when I was diagnosed with the osteopenia. That's really early. So I started taking it to help heal my bones and my body. I was getting sick a lot. I was in a very stressful corporate career prior to coming into holistic wellness. And so it really started to make me feel better. My body started healing. I actually also had my son on the, I don't know, Betty, I don't think the video touched on or didn't go into the detail on, children up to age 26 now get a free supply of the fruit and vegetable blends. So for every adult who subscribes to get their fruits and veggies, the company sends out a free supply to a child starting at age 4 all the way to age 25. So that's a long time where they get a free supply. And the idea there is that by the time they're 26, their 26th birthday, they probably can start paying for their own, So I started with my son. At the time, he was a 3rd grader and he had asthma. And he was a basketball player. In fact, now he plays professionally in Italy, I'm happy to say. And so this helped him to deal with his asthma. And now as a professional athlete, he continues to take it to help him on and off the court with his sport and recovery and all of that. And the other thing too, I want to share, because this is something that is a more recent story, I would say. About a month ago now, my mother, who's 80, and who has diabetes. She also has something called atrial fibrillation. It's a heart condition where it's an arrhythmia, basically, when your heart doesn't, doesn't beat exactly, as it should. So she's on some medications for that, and she's treated for the diabetes. So about a month ago, she tested positive for both COVID and the flu. So needless to say, it was very concerning because now we're talking about 2, comorbidities, right? Two conditions, pre-existing conditions. So the good news is that we doubled, I had her double her nutrition, double her capsules. And she came out of it, she didn't need to do the Tamiflu or whatever. I mean, she did take some Tylenol because she had headaches and that sort of thing. But it's my firm belief that because she had this nutritional foundation, and because we did double it, to get her through her period of illness, that she was able to recover, without any, need for, hospitalization or whatever. So what I say to people is like, look, this isn't anything, I don't know, sexy or glamorous. It's food. It's not like we're not having people take a spoonful of some brown syrup or something and making all these claims. In fact, we can't make any medical claims because we're food. It's a whole food. But what we do know, and I think we would all agree, is that when you have better nutrition in your body, everything's going to be better, right? It's just sort of that simple, and that common, I just apply common sense to it. But if that for any reason doesn't make sense to someone, I would say the 49 clinical studies right now, most of them are double-blind, placebo-controlled. They've all been done on human beings, and they actually prove what the food does in your body in terms of cardiovascular wellness, immune system support, for example, reducing the longevity and severity of a cold, or, that sort of thing. There are many studies there. We won't, go through them all. So yeah, I mean, that's really it. It's very simple and very powerful. And I just love that, the simplicity of it. It just makes sense, and it's helped our family tremendously. So I'm happy to share it now. And in fact, I feel, Betty, thank you for inviting me to share about it, because I really feel an obligation to share it, because you just never know who it can help.
Right. Right. No, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you helping me out with the Zoom.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just-
You're welcome.
We had a few technical difficulties here, but we all kind of pitched together to help each other out. But so we'll go ahead, I guess, and stop the recording. And again, everything they